Alright, welcome you guys to this journey with Sebastian Soulshine Wolf, your intergalactic time traveling genie and the host of the Sacred Stage page. It's been a little while since I did a tapping video. I've been doing it myself, and a lot's been going on with this whole Lionsgate, new moon energy, and I just haven't quite had enough time to press record on this. So today what we're going to do is we're going to make this little video in the midst of I'm wire weaving this baby elephant piece right now out of labradorite, and I've had a lot of other pieces that have been built recently ready to be used. So today's tapping video is going to be tapping into our own inner wealth, into our own inner vitality, into our own inner faculties of abilities to do anything. Because if you believe that anything is possible and that we're unlimited and that maybe we don't know the way but we can learn, if you believe that there's something that you can do about it, you're not just stuck as a victim in your life, being like, that's just all there is and there's nothing I can do about it. If you're outside of that, you believe there is something you can do about it, but you're not quite sure what that is, I'm pretty sure that this video is going to help you. Because this video is about how to tap into our own inner wealth, into our own inner strength, into our own inner abilities. So, we're going to start on the emotional freedom technique, tapping. So there's the tapping points, starting with the setup statement here, guys. In case you haven't watched any other videos and you don't have any idea what it is that emotional freedom technique is, you're going to start here with the setup statement. You're going to follow along and just do as I do. And as you do as I do, then I'm going to say it, and you repeat after me. And if you agree, even if you don't repeat it out loud, if you agree, then it works for you too. So you see all these points that I just did, ending with the top of the head. Starting here, right between the brows, right on the edge, right between the temple and the eye, right under the eye, right there, right above, right there, under the lip and the crease, on the collarbones, right there on both sides. And then underneath the arm, right where the bra strap is for a woman, that's where it would be. So on a man, just imagine, it's just right there. You can do either side, left or right, doesn't matter, or you can do both sides if you prefer. The meridian points we're tapping on run down each side of your body equally, so we can tap on either side. That is, and then this last one is, and it is so, on top of the head. So we're going to set up the setup statement right now. And the setup statement is, and so the setup statement is how we begin it all. We start with the karate chop point right here, and this is what we're doing. So we're gently tapping, and the setup statement is, even though in my life I've been taught that I don't have the answers, and I'm limited to believing only what I'm taught, I choose to deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though I've come from a past that limits me and teaches me that miracles and good things only happen once in a while to those who are lucky, I choose to deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. I really, really do. Even though deep down I have these beliefs that are stopping me from believing that I can heal anything in my body on my own, and I can heal anything in my mind and my spirit on my own, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept and forgive myself. I really, really do. Even though I've had all of these beliefs in my life that have taught me that it's impossible for me to miraculously heal whatever this problem is, or to have a wonderful life and be super duper fantastically financially rich, I choose to deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. I really, really do. And even with all of these ideas and beliefs that are out of alignment, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, accept, and forgive myself for believing in those. But now, I choose, and I give myself permission to find the answers deep inside of me so that I can answer all of my questions. Once I find those answers, and I unite them with the questions, and I absorb the information deep from inside of me into my consciousness, I will release the need of wanting. And I will know that I truly have all the answers inside of me. And I give myself permission right now, right here, to allow myself to live a life filled with luxury and joy and gratitude, miracles, blessings. I choose to love my life. I choose to love my life. I choose to love my life now. When I choose to send love into my life then, in the past and in the future, I choose to send love from now to all of the me's that exist. I'm super grateful that I've gotten to exist this long and live all of the old stories that I've lived and believe in all the old belief systems that I believed in and experience all of those things that I've experienced. I'm super grateful for the life I've lived, even all the hardships and all the battles and all the challenges. Because I know for a fact that it has helped me carve this beautiful being that I am out of stone to a gem. Every edge, shining the light of the one. Tuning into my infinite birthright. Tuning into my true abundance. Tuning into the fact that everything is energy, including me. And that anything is possible and actual. And I give myself permission to succeed right now. Right here. At all my hopes, visions, and dreams. I give myself permission to succeed. I give myself permission to access all of the files inside of my consciousness that are storing all of the answers to all the questions that I have. I give myself permission right now to access infinite intelligence, answer all my questions, and fine-tune that energy into my bloodstream to become part of my daily life. And as I receive these treasures back for myself as answers to the questions that I've had, I now have more questions. And I know that I can access, that I have more answers. And I give myself permission to keep the channel open and coming to and through me by the divine will that I am. Giving permission for myself to succeed at being the best version of me I can possibly be. And I forgive anybody and everybody who's ever contributed, stopping me from accessing the truth that I know that I am. And that I have the answers to everything within me. I can heal anything. Physical, mental, spiritual, emotional. I can heal my life. I can change my perspective of how I see events in my life that have caused me pain, that have caused me to have trauma, and shut down. I can change my perspective on how the event actually went, and I can find something in it right now that is valuable to where I am. And I can implement that value into my life as I give myself permission to do right now. As a lesson learned and an experience let go of. Lesson kept, implemented, and upgraded. to all of my lessons that I've ever learned and all of the lessons I didn't learn. Upload right now to a higher frequency vibrational spectrum of divine joy and gratitude and appreciation for us all. Thank you very much. To any and all programs that are non-beneficial and not in alignment with our divine assignment, I clear, cancel, and delete. In the name of the Almighty Source of all that is, I am, you are, we are, it is. As it is, above so below. As within so without. Everything is here now. I am free of the past and the future to just be here now. It feels great to be free of all of those expectations of versions of myself that are not in alignment with my divine assignment. And as I drop all that unwanted energy from my being, and I put back in, as I tap in, all of the divine joy of miracles all around me all the time. Divine gratitude and appreciation flowing around me all the time. I am worth it. You are worth it. We are worth it. We can do anything. I love my life. I forgive anybody who has ever participated in any of the lies I've believed in. Any of the illusions that I've subscribed to. Any of the chaos that I participated in. Any of the unaligned energy that I helped unalign. I choose to forgive, honor, let go, and accept my lessons as being now learned. As I continue flowing through the spiral of tapping out all of the bullshit, BS, belief systems, and tapping in new BS, but not bullshit belief systems, just BS belief systems. I believe I'm unlimited. I believe I can do anything. I believe anybody can do anything. I believe that there's a process and a formula for success. I believe and know for a fact that there's a fractal pattern of infinite intelligent information coming into this dimension for us to use in our transformation. And as we go through these processes of using these techniques to tune in deeper to what we're doing here on the planet and how we can make our lives better, and when our meridian points let go of all the old stuff, we put back in new stuff, and we give thanks for our lives, it does get better than this. And that's the end of the show. So as we tap in here now, I'd like to invite you to breathe and accept the blessing with infinite intelligence. There for you to use. I have plenty of tools for you to use as well. I help assist you in your transformation to get from where you are to where you want to be. These metaphysical tools for transformation are used specifically to help you tune in like an antenna tunes into your favorite radio station, and as you tune into that favorite radio station using the antenna, aka this ankh, or any of the other metaphysical tools for transformation that I have, when you tune in using these antennas, they're picking up on higher frequency vibrations that are then coming into this dimension through you as a song being sung in your frequency vibrational body's patterning and how it walks, talks, acts, and is in vibrational alignment with the divine assignment and or not. So what we have here with these tools for transformation is what we call assistance. The assistance is that they help hold frequencies and vibrations for you as energy patterns. So when we forget how this is called circussing when you go back and forth. So when we forget how to do things the proper way, because we lose our frequencies and our vibrations, and we lose our attention spans and our thoughts because we got a lot to do in our lives, you know what I mean? These things are actually holding sacred space with the way that they're encoded, so that when you just get near it, it reminds you of what you're supposed to be doing that you may have forgot. So these things are reminders for you to remember that you already know. You've already been here before. You've already done this play. You know how it gets better than this. So actually show up for yourself. Keep up and do the work that it takes to actually tune in to your favorite radio station. And when you do tune into it, amplify it. magnify it, turn it up, and see if you can rock out to your divine assignment. And I'm not talking out loud with speakers like I'm bumping in the background. I'm talking about your inner frequency of how you feel, how you walk through a store or your life, or how you talk to people, how you act and how you are, how you create art. So if we believe that we're divine miracles, if we believe that we are love in action, if we can believe that we can do anything and it's possible not only for others and whom are doing miraculous things, but also for you, if you can believe that anything is possible, then it is. Those in whom believe they can do anything, whether they can or not, doesn't matter. They most likely will because they believe they can. Those people, those beings out there who believe that they can't do anything, it doesn't matter if they can or not. They won't. They won't do anything. So that fact, they're not going to ever. So you see what I'm saying? So don't put yourself out of the show just because you haven't been able to do it before. Anyways, so what I'm getting at right now is I have a lot of things to offer right now within my metaphysical tool for transformation library here, and it's actually a museum, and in this museum we have really cool stuff. So that hooks into there, and then this hooks into there. So what happens when we have these that hook into your, hello friend, would you like to describe to them how this works? He likes these. So we take this, put it into there, we hit it, tune up. When I put the tuning forks in, he likes to have his really good tune up. So you can tune yourself up and you can tune others up. So after you take this energy, this is a 528 hertz one, and this is a 432 hertz one. You want the 432 hertz one? And so these frequencies right here are to help assist us in our resonance. When we start to resonate by using these antennas, if we start to resonate with the frequencies that we're picking up on, we can actually put a bubble around us, a cloak, if you will. And that's time and reality traveling spaceship, if you will, because we can go anywhere in that. And that's how when we're hypnotized, as when we're driving, we get hypnotized, and sometimes we're listening to our music and hanging out, and all of a sudden we get to where we're going, and we're like, how did I get here so fast? I was driving the speed limit, everything was good, and I left the house and I'm here, and it was 5 hours later, but it feels like an hour. That's because you time traveled or reality traveled, because you got in the flow of being in your higher brainwave frequencies of, thinking about how beautiful your life is and how amazing it is that you're going on this trip and where you're going and what's going to happen. So when you're thinking about all that, and then you start to stare at the road as you're passing by, things are passing by you, we get in this hypnotic trance-like state where we're easily suggestible to outside influences like billboards and signs on the sides of the roads that then show us through subliminal advertising that they want us to buy this or do that or do this or do that. So we look at all those things. We need to untrain ourselves from looking at all those things, and we need to train ourselves into looking at, through hypnosis, self-hypnosis, we need to train ourselves to look at the symbols that are going to help us, like the flower of life. Or when you're driving down a really ugly street with all this crap around you, pay attention to the trees and the flowers and the bees, and pay attention to the beautiful things that are happening on that same street, not all the chaos that's around. So we have this thing that inside of us, we have all this chaos that goes on. And usually with emotional freedom technique, we are freeing ourselves up of emotions that are stored inside of us that have caused trauma, that are not in alignment with our divine assignment. AKA, those are shadows. Some of those shadows, what happens with how a shadow is created is all those times in your lives that you've had opportunities to go and do something and you didn't do it correctly, or you should have done it, or you did do it wrong, or you wanted to do something and you hurt somebody, or you hurt yourself, or any of those things where it's like, I could have done that, or I should have done that, or I would have done that. All of that didn't happen in one reality because you went this direction. But in another reality, if you pause life there and you look at all that, in one way, all that is still happening. You did actually go on that journey, and that bad thing did happen to you, or you did that bad thing. And in another way, it got happened to you. And another way, all of these things did happen, and all those regrets that we carry, all that happened. And it's stored in our trauma of our experience in life, and we don't even know it's there until it comes up at the wrong time as we're triggered, and then we react, and then stuff, gets all crazy. And then we remember, when I was 10, I feel like this, or when I was 15, I feel like this, or when I was 3, I felt like this. So all that trauma that comes to the surface that we've stored from all of that shadow energy of those unresolved issues that have come from the regrets and all of that or whatnots, right? Those shadows need to come to the light, and as soon as we expose them and show the light, and we tap in and we tap them out by giving them a voice and bringing them to the surface and allowing the emotional freedom technique to work, which is giving it a voice, allowing it to come through us so we don't feel ashamed or embarrassed or any of those emotions that cause us to hide and shove those other things back down, which then causes problems in our life even more. If we allow ourselves that freedom to express ourselves and to come into alignment with what it means to us now to be a human on this planet and the things that we're doing, if we come into alignment now, then how much better does it get than this if we actually can listen to that? So part of the shadow tapping is first we tell ourselves, I have this problem, I have this issue right now, I'm angry, or I'm sad, or I'm frustrated, or how come this and how. So we get that energy, we bring it to the surface. On a scale of 1 to 10, I rate how crazy is it right now, or in my life in general. And if it's really crazy, it's a 10, and if it's not, it's a 0, and if it's somewhere in between, that's great. Give yourself a voice for it. I feel this crazy right now. And then shadow tapping is you acknowledge the shadow, you bring it to the surface, you rate it. And that's the most pressing issue, the MPI. And having a most pressing issue is something that is usually a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 most pressing issue. A little bit less than most pressing issue is kind of a pressing issue, still is anywhere between a 0 to a 5, because you don't want to have any part of an issue in there, okay? So we want to repeat getting rid of the issues until it's gone. And one of those ways is that when it comes up, what happens is basically our meridians are stuck and they're going down the same pathway, and it's causing us to get frustrated and confused and get to the same place where we get to a roadblock, and that obstacle, that roadblock, that place that energy can't pass through it fluently, that's where it is that the trauma is stored from something that has happened in our lives that we're not aware of, or maybe we are. So if we're willing to face that problem and we're willing to do something about it, then I would invite you right now to follow some of those videos that I have about emotional freedom technique. I post a whole bunch of them. Find one that resonates with you, or go ahead and send me a private message to my dnaupgrades@yahoo.com, and I can give you a consultation for free. But I do private tapping classes with everybody who wants them for themselves. We figure out what your issues are through some coaching consulting, and then we take those issues and then we figure out solutions, and we tap together and we make videos that then you have to repeat for at least 30 days to start solving these problems in your life. Because really, if you don't take authority over your own life and start to do something about it right now, you know what's going to happen? Nothing in your life is going to change. You have to be the one that changes it. You have to be the one willing and able to wake up, tune in, and keep up. So some of these tools for transformation are here to assist you in that. Exactly that, what I just told you. So, if I wake up and I tune in and I keep up, what does that mean for me? That means that my body, my mind, my spirit is all together as one, healthy, happy, whole, and joyful. I do something that feeds each part of me as I go through the day. And as I spiral, I get stronger, I get more wise, I get more everything that I'm looking for. So it's little by little by little by little by little, the momentum starts to build. Same with the emotional freedom technique. As you start to get into it, you start to clear your passageways and you start to put back in new programs through I am affirmations, I am healthy, I am happy, I am joyful, I am amazing, I am attracting great opportunities, I am grateful for all of the opportunities that I've already created and received, I'm grateful for the opportunities that I give others, like right now, this free content to be able to help make your life a better place. And in doing so, we all have something to offer, something to share, something to give, something to provide. And we're all valuable and worth it, and we need to know that. Everybody is. Not just me, not just you, everybody is. And some of these beings don't know how to communicate themselves at all to us in the right way. So they create problems out there, kicking and screaming and throwing temper tantrums, whereas they want to be seen in a way that we're like looking through you at the magnifying glass saying, hello. I don't know if you want to be seen in the way that we're seeing you. It's not really the legit way. So let's take your temper tantrum. Let's go sit over here. Let's find your most pressing issue, MPI, that's rated on a 0 to 10. And let's do a little bit of a 5 to 10 minute emotional freedom technique where we can actually start to do something about clearing and moving that energy out of your body that's stuck And when we get through all the way back to the root chakra, pull that energy, that chi frequency, pull it up to you and through you and all the way up. And if there's no blocks left, keep going up and let it come out of your top, out of your crown, and let it go all the way around you, spiraling to you and through you, back through the toroidal field of everything that is information through transformation, that is what you are and I am and we are and it is. This is the point. This is why we're here. And I call this the golden age. The golden age is when all of us are here together as one united, joyful family of loving, living light on planet Earth, sharing our blessings with each other, our skills, our talents, our creativity, our inspiration, our everything that we are. And so the golden age is what happens when our emotions are freed from captivity. Because a lot of us have been taught in our lives, it's not okay to feel that, it's not okay to do that. Don't cry, don't be sad, don't be mad, don't be this, don't be that. We're like taught all this stuff, but we're not taught how to deal with our emotions in a correct way. And once we're taught how to, not all of us, some of us are, so when we're taught how to deal with our emotions in the correct way, then emotional freedom, we don't need a technique anymore because we're free. And our emotions know how to be, I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm light, I'm this, I'm that. And we flow fluidly through. And we don't get stuck in any of these things that cause us to build trauma after trauma after trauma after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, city after civilization after this, after that. And we start to just do these things that takes down the whole earth and pollutes everything until it gets destroyed again and again and again. And then we carry these scars and this trauma again and again until we jump ourselves off of the loop and stop looping, which means that we're willing to do something about it. And the only time that you can truly do something about it is when you're willing to take responsibility, full responsibility for yourself, for your actions, for everything that's happened in your life, and know that it was a part of you becoming who you are right now, becoming now, waking up to now. This moment is the best moment you've ever had and will ever have if you just stay right here. If you keep changing and growing, then these moments get better than this and better than this and better than this and better than this. And how does it get better than this? It can get better than this and it can always get better than this. And this is a momentum. This is going. This is growing. This is joy. This is appreciation. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to inspire you and to motivate you and to help you to get whatever it is you're here to do on this planet done. We're here to help you tune in so that we can clean up this gigantic mess on this earth and have one gigantic potluck where everybody comes together and shares their organic food together. And we all dance and sing and play and dress up and be merry. In the meantime, I don't know what to tell you, but I have all of this epic stuff available right here at thesacredstage.store on Shopify. Thesacredstage.store. And or The Sacred Stage on Instagram. And this is YouTube you're watching this on. I have all of these beautiful jewelry pieces available, all seeing eyes, bunch of different onks, bunch of different, stuff everywhere. So my point is, go check out my store if you want a custom order. We got you. Everything here is available. I'll give you a little tiny tour right now. Show you what's going on in my little workshop. So those are the little onks that I'm being built. And then I got some all-seeing eyes being built. That's one of my big onks being built. And then that's my beautiful cat helping Galaxy. And then down here, I got a bunch of gears that are turning. Some vector equilibriums, flower of life, some Merkabas, a bunch of little faceted gems, some Lemurian quartz, some onks being built. Here's some made products, all the way down to the all-seeing eye of truth. And over here, my beloved is making head crowns. She's got a bunch of different ones that she's making right now. If you're interested in having a dainty crown for a goddess, she's got you. We also have three-dimensional time-traveling bird and dolphin, Harley Davidson rider. So say hi, Onira. Say hi, Galaxy. All right, tell these people we're gonna go. Blessings.